So if you know the numbering structure for small animals, you will know the numbering structure for long cylindrical objects and vice versa. Also, if you know the numbering structure for long cylindrical objects and small animals, you will know the numbering structure for glassfuls or cupfuls of water. The measure word for cupfuls or glassfuls of water or a liquid like alcohol is hai, bai, or pai. So for example, 1 cupful or glassful is ippai, 1 small animal is ippiki, and 1 cylindrical object is ippon. Notice it's just the classifiers that are different. The prefix stayed the same. Also, the numbering structure for mai, which is used for thin and flat objects, is the same for do, which is used to express degrees and temperature. So, for example, 1 thin and flat object is ichimai, and 1 degree is ichido. Let's look at another group of classifiers. 1冊、2冊、3冊、4冊、5冊、6冊、7冊、7冊、8冊、9冊、10冊、10冊. The measure word for satsu is for books and bound volumes. Be careful of the spelling for 1, 1冊, and 8, 8冊. The numbering structure for the measure word satsu is the same for the measure word for chapters, which is sho. Okay, let's go through some more measure words. 1回、2回、3回、4回、5回、6回、7回、7回、8回、9回、10回、10回. Be careful of the spelling for 1, 6, 8, and 10. The measure word kai can be used to mean times or the number of occurrences in which something happens. So for example, 1 time or 2 times. Also, the numbering structure for kai can be used with ko, which is used for pieces, and ka, which is used to express lessons and months, which uses kagatsu. Let's move on and go to another list. 1回、2回、3回、3回、4回、5回、6回、7回、7回、8回、9回、10回、10回. Be careful because kai can be a measure word for the floors of a building. And also be careful of the spellings for 1, 3, 6, 8, and 10. Notice how the preferred name for 3 is sankai, while the secondary name is sangai. Let's move on to a different classifier. 1足、2足、3足、4足、5足、6足、7足、7足、8足、9足、10足、10足. Soku, zoku is the measure word for pairs of footwear like socks and shoes. Be careful of the spellings for 1, 3, and 8, and 10. Notice for 3 it is sanzoku, not sansoku. Now let's move on to the classifier used for pages. 1 page equals 1ページ. 2 pages is 2ページ. 3 pages is 3ページ. 4 pages is 4ページ. 5 pages is 5ページ. 6 pages equals 6ページ. 7 pages is 7ページ. 7ページ. 8 pages is 8ページ. 9 pages is 9ページ. 10 pages is 10ページ. 10ページ. As you can see, ページ is the counter for pages. Notice how the classifier for pages is in katakana. Also, look at the spellings for 1, 6, 8, and 10. The numbering structure for peiji is the same for the measure word pondo or pounds. If you haven't noticed already, we have already gone over some measure words. For example, we went over the measure word for months, gatsu, in lesson 14, the hours, ji, in lesson 15, fun and pun, or the minutes, in lesson 16, and finally, age, or sai, in lesson 20. In addition, the numbering structure for ji, or hours, is the same for the numbering structure for years, or nen. So, for example, 1 o'clock is ichiji, and 1 year is ichinen. Plus, the numbering structure for minutes is the same for haku, which is considered for overnight stays. That's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.